Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Dovey. Today I am bringing you another pick a card reading, and this reading is your February reading. So we're just going to see what general messages we can get. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started right now. I already picked out the signifying cards, but I have not seen them yet, so let's look at them together. Pile 1, you got the Siren. Pile, and that's the number 20, number 18. And pile 2, you got the Poet and the number 7. And pile 3, you got the Mentor and number 6. Okay. I'm gonna look at it one more time. Pile 1, the Siren. Pile 2, the Poet. And pile 3, the Mentor. If you need to more time to choose, you can pause the video right here. If not, the rest of us are going to go ahead and get started with pile 1, okay? So it's pile 1, the Siren. Let's see what messages we have for you. I feel like the month of September, I know this is February's reading, but I feel like the month of September was significant for you guys for some reason. So it could be a birthday, or you started something new. So it could have been like some type of tower moment for you. You know, some type of self-realization. Yeah. 2 of Wands. Some of you got a phone call or a message that like significantly changed your life. The Hangman, yeah, it left you in a decision. Yeah, you had to make a decision, I feel like, in September. And maybe it's coming now. The time is, so maybe you were told something in September, but now is the time that it is actually coming to fruition for some of you, and for others it is ending. Like whatever started in September is now coming to a conclusion. Yeah, the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But whatever it was, it's something for your highest good. Yeah, 10 of Wands, the Devil. I feel like some of you were headed in a bad direction or the wrong direction, and now whatever started in September shifted your life, and so now you can look back on it now in February and see why this thing happened. It might have been something that didn't seem like it was a good thing at first, but now you're seeing why it happened, and now you know that you're in a better position for it, or you're better, you know yourself better. So that would have been either Virgo or Libra season. So at the end of February would be Pisces season, which is the sister sign to Virgo, and we are in the North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. So it could have been something to do with those two signs, whether or not you have significant planets in that sign or the houses that that sign resides in. So maybe you had to leave something Virgo behind, a Virgo person, a Virgo tendency. And now you're seeing that it was for your higher self, the Pisces, your spiritual self. Yeah, because you have Pisces here with the Nine of Cups. Also the Hangman. The Lovers. Yeah, you definitely feel more balanced now within yourself. So you could have been leaning more towards, I feel like this group had an idea of either who they were, or they thought that you thought that something was right for you, or you seen it going a certain way, and when it went a different way, at first it shook you, it scared you, it made you maybe tap more into your shadow self. So yeah, it feels like it was definitely some type of spiritual lesson. It was to help you see the other side of something, to help you see from a different perspective. And you are now realizing this in February. Five of Wands. I feel like it was something you had to like really fight through, either with other people or with yourself. Like you had to choose yourself, I'm getting, for some people. Yeah, Three of Cups. You may have had to change who you were keeping company with. Maybe you realized that they weren't really best for you, but you thought they were because it was a comfortable group of people to be with. Maybe it was somebody, could have been a group of friends that you've had for many, many years. Could even been your family members. Sometimes it's hard to separate yourself from family if that's all you've known, right? They've been your whole life. And again, I'm getting, yeah, Ace of Swords. I'm getting for you, I'm getting for a lot of you, it was a way that you saw yourself. Like you really thought you were a certain type of person, and now you're realizing that you're not. You may have just adapted to be that person because of family circumstances, or the culture, or the area that you grew up in, or the group of friends that you had. For some of you, maybe it was a career that you worked towards for many, many years, and then realize that it really wasn't emotionally content for you, and you decide to step away from it. Why is this Nine of Cups here? King of Cups. Yeah, you definitely went towards emotional fulfillment. So this could have been something that was very comfortable. Maybe financially it was very comfortable, but it left you like feeling depleted or tired. Maybe you had to give too much to this thing. Why is the Ten of Wands here? King of Swords. And it came out reversed. So maybe you have to loosen your grips on something too. Maybe for those, maybe you didn't completely shift to the opposite thing, but maybe you had to adjust something because you were looking for like perfectionism, or holding on to something too tight. Could have been trying to control everything too, instead of letting others come in and help you. Yeah, the Emperor at the bottom. Yeah, you could have been in like toxic masculinity, like just trying to control every little thing. Why is the Devil here? Yeah, Six of Pentacles. I feel like you were giving too much of yourself to this thing or this relationship or this group of people. You could be the person in your family that, you know, is the caretaker that does everything for everybody, but nobody kind of does anything in return for you, either because they just don't have the capacity in them to do that, or because you don't allow the space for people to come in to help you. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Page of Wands. I feel like you're going to be getting some youthfulness back to you, some just wanting to enjoy life again, going after something that you truly are passionate about instead of what is expected of you. Why is the Five of Swords here? Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Like you were trying to have it all, but at what cost? Okay, this also could be, if this was a love relationship, maybe you realized that the person you were with, so I'm getting two things. They checked all the boxes, they look good on paper, but they didn't emotionally fulfill you. Or you realize that the person that you're with is your person, but maybe you were asking too much of them. Maybe you were asking for them to be perfect. When, you know, of course, you're not perfect, they're not perfect, nobody can be perfect. And with the Four of Wands here, I feel like the overall theme of this was you needed to feel secure within yourself. Okay, it was a shadow. It was like I needed to overdo, I needed to keep up a certain look because this is what was expected of me. But you're grounding yourself and finding your true foundation, your true personality, your true passions, your true love. You know, it's definitely truth is coming out of this. We do have the full moon in Leo on the 1st. So again, I said something could have started for you in September, or you had a realization in September. So the new moon in Leo, I don't have my other phone, but that would have been probably towards the end of August. If I remember correctly, I feel like last year we had 2 new moons for some reason. I think it was Leo. It was either Cancer or Leo, but I do remember like we had double new moons, I think. So one could have been early, like it could have been like the end of July, and then the other one could have been like, I don't know. I feel like we had 2 new moons and they were in the same sign. I could be tripping, but yeah. That's what I have for you. Let's let's clear the board and see if there's anything else happening for you in February. Getting more messages. I see you awarding yourself too for this realization, this accomplishment, this shadow work maybe that you did on yourself. I definitely see you rewarding yourself somehow. Okay. What else is happening for pile 1? Okay, 3 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and Lovers. Gemini, Capricorn, Libra. Some of you may have a dream about either a family member or even a pet that has passed on, and they're gonna have like some type of message for you. Knight of Swords. Yeah, whatever they tell you, it kind of like gets you motivated. Or they give you an answer that you've been waiting on. Yeah, the Star. That's definitely a unique message. That might not be for everybody. Let's see. The World. What else is happening for pile 1 in the month of February? The Hermit. Some of you are going to be inquiring about real estate. The Empress. So you could be looking into like how to purchase a property. Some of you may even be taking your like real estate license or getting your real estate license. Empress, Hierophant. I feel like some of you are gonna be looking into some type of government program, like first time home buyer program, or trying to get some type of grant. I feel like you're trying to buy, for some of you, you're going back to your ancestral land. So maybe if you're from a different country, you might be going back there to purchase land. Or I don't know if your parents or grandparents grew up in a certain area, you're moving back home. Or back to, I'm saying back home, but I feel like a lot of you never lived in this area, but your family lived in this area. So you're going back to purchase land or property there, or at least looking into it in the beginning of February. Four of Cups. I don't feel like everybody's going to agree with this decision. They may think you're crazy, or why would you want to go back there? Like, our family left that area for a reason, or you don't know anybody there now, or but I don't see you listening. Yeah, there's something pulling you towards this, and you're listening to your intuition telling you to do this. And maybe that's where the dream is coming in, where you get this message to go purchase land, somewhere where you weren't even thinking about before. Some of you may have not even been thinking about purchasing anything, but you just get this strong pull to do this. And you do have the Siren card as your significant card, and the Siren is like, the mermaid. When you hear the mermaid singing, you can't help but to be drawn to this thing. So, yeah, this is very intuitive thing that you're doing. Why is the Four of Cups here? Emperor, yeah. You are taking the lead on this. You're not really worried about what other people are thinking, because in your gut, like, you're being told to do this. Yeah, it has something to do with tradition and culture. Why is the Hierophant here? Everything is fine. You got the Ten of Swords. I feel like, I just feel like you're telling your family, like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm surrendering with the Hangman at the bottom. I'm surrendering to what this is, what my gut is telling me. I haven't lost my mind or anything. Like, I know this seems like it's coming out of nowhere, but I really feel like I need to do this. And you have a lot of major arcana out here. So you're definitely going to be moving through this idea very quickly. Why is the Hermit here? Judgment. Yeah, this is like something you know within yourself. Yeah, I just feel like you need to follow this, whatever this is, pile one. Very interesting. I'm going to leave it right here. Yeah, come back in the comments and let me know what this is. Please like, share, and subscribe so you know when I post new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Pile 2. You guys are the poet. Let's see what's going on for you guys. I'm feeling Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Those could be in your big threes. Or maybe somebody, a water sign is going to be significant. I'm also getting Aquarius. Might be significant in February. Well, that is Aquarius season. What's happening for February? The Emperor. What's happening for February for pile 2? Wheel of Fortune. What's happening for February for pile 2? The Moon. The Knight of Swords. And the Ace of Swords. I feel like the full moon in Leo on the 1st is definitely going to be significant for you. I mean, it's significant for the collective period, but definitely for you guys. You may have Leo in one of your top 3s. Wherever this Leo house is for you. I feel like something's coming to light. Something is coming to light. I'm almost getting like, it's by accident though. I almost feel like, yeah, like it's something you don't go searching for. Almost like you're going to have like a casual conversation with somebody and they tell you something and it gives you new knowledge on something or somebody, and I don't even think this person knows that they're doing that. I feel like it's going to be a really casual conversation and they're going to say something and it's going to have a light bulb go off for you and you're going to feel differently about something or see something differently. Why is the Moon here? It could be about an Emperor. Somebody Aries energy or masculine. Yeah, King of Cups. You're going to feel, maybe you were like any judgment at the bottom. Yeah, maybe you misjudged somebody or a situation. Why is the Ace of Swords here? 7 of Swords. Yeah, like I feel like maybe you thought somebody was lying or you're gonna find out somebody was lying. Or somebody was just, being sneaky, manipulative in some way. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? I feel like it's just time for this to come out. feel like that's why the Wheel of Fortune is here. Two of Swords. And you have Nine of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, I feel like it's just something that's ready to come out. Almost so you don't, because this feels like something that could have been bothering you for a while, but you kind of just put it to the back. Like, you know, it's in your subconscious. Maybe you don't think about it every day, but it's something that you maybe go back and think on sometimes. It could have been a conversation with somebody or a situation that happened and it never sat right with you. And now you're getting the answer to what was really going on. The Poet card, which is your signifying card, always reminds me of like the Seven of Cups. And it does have the number 7 on here. So I feel like it was like a cloud of confusion around this situation or this person. What else is, anything else you guys tell me about this situation for pile 2? It could be a King of Cups that's going to say something about you. Or will say this thing to you. I did say, yeah, I said that a water sign could be significant for you. So it could be a water sign telling you about this person or this situation. And it brings something to you. Now you have Cancer energy out here with the Chariot, 3 of Swords. Yeah, I really feel you misjudged something, or somebody else misjudged you, and maybe they lashed out at you because they got something wrong. Like, because that would make sense too, because maybe you had an argument with somebody and you don't understand why they got upset with you. It was because they misjudged something, or something false was told to them about you. Yeah, it's given he said, she said, and everything got all jumbled up, you know. It was like your side, their side, and actually what happened. Yeah, 10 of Wands. I feel like you guys both have been feeling heavy about it or carrying this weight. Two of Wands. You may get another chance at this thing or to be in a relationship with this person. Some of you, this could be your father or the father of your children. 3 of Wands and Devil. I feel like you guys will come to an understanding, but it may not take off again right away. Or you guys may never quite get that same relationship back. Because it's still going to be kind of like a little bit of lingering. I don't know if I can trust this person fully. Because the Devil just came underneath the 7 of Swords. Maybe this is not the first time you went through something with this person. So now you're like, okay, well, I may have got this thing wrong about you or this situation wrong, but I still know how you are, okay? This is not our first merry-go-round with this. Yeah, the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom. Like, I've been left out in the cold before by you. Why is the Devil here? Or it was more than one thing. Maybe you guys had one argument, but it was after an accumulation of things. Why is the Devil here? Yeah, 9 of Swords. Like, this person still makes you feel uneasy. They give you anxiety. 6 of Cups and King of Wands. This person, if this is somebody you were in a love relationship with, you still kind of see them as like a playboy or just haven't quite grown up yet, or you're wondering, have they grown up yet? So this person probably has like some immature behavior. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, like, yeah, like they could be very codependent. They may not be able to like take care of themselves. Maybe they leaned on you too much. That could be a part of it. Excuse me. Yeah, Nine of Wands. It's kind of like, okay, I can get over this situation, but I just don't know if I want to be in this like fight or flight mode with you again. You may just like, clear the air on this, but still decide to go your own way. If this is a father figure, you could say, you know what, I'm just going to love you from a distance. I forgive you, but, it is what it is. Because you have 3 kings out here now and an emperor. So I'm definitely getting this person is, if they're not a man, then they are very much in masculine energy. Anything else about this situation? And then we're going to move on to see if there's anything else Spirit wants to tell you for February. Page of Wands and Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups is out here. I feel like it could be a mother figure involved in this. This person could have somebody in their ear, or this could be you. Yeah, it could be. It really feels like if you are going to have some type of relationship with this person, it has to be you and them. Because it feels like there's whispering gossip around you guys. People like try to interfere into the relationship or the situation. So if you do decide to mend things with this person and try to have them back in your life, it has to be you and them, okay, against everybody else, or have certain boundaries with people, because it feels like there's definitely third-party energy around that likes to keep the drama going. Yeah, 7 of Cups at the bottom. Did I say 7 of Cups? Yeah, the poet. So there's a lot of confusion around you guys, and people are doing it on purpose for whatever reason. Could just be addicted to drama, or they don't want to see you guys happy together. Yeah, Hierophant. It feels like you don't fit, or this person doesn't fit the tradition, the values that the other people around them do. Like, you don't fit in somehow. Like, I'm almost getting the ugly duckling, or like they're swans and you're a crow or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't quite fit in to this person's family or values, or vice versa. Flip it if you need to. So there's always kind of like interference going on. Okay, so you guys need to have boundaries. Both of you guys need to sit down and talk about that if you're going to move on with this relationship somehow. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. What else do you have for pile 2, Spirit, for the month of February? Queen of Pentacles. Okay. This could be about your money. I just heard thank you, because so I guess you guys really wanted to hear about that. Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the 10 of Swords. I feel like you need to stop chasing money, pile 2. I feel like you're spending it, frivolously a little bit, You know, maybe doing too much eating out or buying clothes or just her piercings and tattoos. Yeah, it's something about you. Yeah, you gotta stop chasing your money, saving money, chasing money. Like maybe you're trying to do too much, and because you're doing, so let's say you work 2 jobs, right? And because you work 2 jobs, you don't have time to really go to the grocery store and cook for yourself, right? So that means you're always eating on the go, okay? So not only is that making you not feel your best because you're probably not eating the best foods, you are, you know, spending money on eating out a lot, okay? So I feel like this group definitely needs more structure when it comes to their money. Like, let's say you have to work 2 jobs, okay? I get it. Most of us do have to have a job and a hustle or something. Maybe find time on your day off to do meal prepping, or at least go to the store and buy like stuff that you can eat on the go. I don't know, cheese and crackers, yogurts, protein bars, protein shakes, stuff, you know, stuff that you can eat on the go that can maybe like help you with the go between the meals, like, you know, or get some already made up salads, or I don't know, fruit cups, stuff that's a little bit more healthier but also that you can eat on the go. You may need a packed lunch, you know, or pre-make you know, maybe breakfast or something. Like I said, meal prepping. You just need to explore other options so you're not wasting your money, okay? Because that's adding up. I even see some of you going to buy like clothes because you don't have time to even wash your clothes. Like maybe you have to go to the laundromat. Maybe you just don't have like a washing machine and dryer in your home, okay? So in order to have time to go, you don't have time to go to the laundromat, so you actually go and you buy a pack of underwear or socks every week, or I don't know, because maybe you wear uniforms or something to work. I don't know. It's something about you're buying almost disposable clothes because you don't have time to wash clothes. Yeah, you really need to organize your life, and then the money will follow. I feel like you're chasing your tail here with the way your lifestyle. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. You're giving up more money to convenience, but if you just would organize your life a little bit more, you would have the money, and you might not even need the second job. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's confusion around why you're actually working so hard, and it's really because you're not organized. Like the Knight of Wands, the snake literally looks like it's chasing its tail, you know? Six of Cups at the bottom. I feel like for some of you, you've been this way for a while. Like maybe you even saw a parent live like this. But it's time to do better, okay? Anything else for pile 2 for the month of February? Page of Wands, King of Cups, 2 of Swords. Some of you need to start telling a boss no. I feel like every time they ask you to do overtime or something, you're saying yes. Because again, you're chasing money. But they're not really seeing your value. Like, because you could be coming up for a raise or a promotion and it's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. This person is using you because they know that you'll always say yes to extra hours, but they're not going to reward you in the way that you think, and you're going to be upset. Always choose you, okay? Because you could unfortunately pass away tomorrow and these people will give your job out to somebody else, okay? Yeah, Ace of Swords. You need to really organize your life, and stop giving people too much of your time, okay? Because it's really, you're burning yourself out. How so? In your pockets. Anything else? Yep, the Tower. If you don't change this soon, you're going to find yourself even more debt and also health issues. Yeah, King of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to be upside down. Why is the Tower here? Hierophant. Yeah, I feel like you're doing what you think you're supposed to do. You know, us that live in a Western capitalist world, we have been taught to keep, you know, buying things that we don't even need, spend, 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 work, work, work. And you're in this cycle, okay? And it's only going to end one way. But as soon as you get your life together, you'll get the 10 of Cups. You're going to get a lot more rest. And your money is actually going to be in your bank, okay? I know it seems like it should be the opposite. The harder I work, the more money I'll have. But it's actually the opposite. I feel like you need to be more in your feminine energy pile too. Know that you are enough. Know that you are abundant. And things are going to come to you. Yeah, High Priestess at the bottom. You're going to have all that you need, okay? Not all that you want, but all that you need, okay? So I'm going to leave that here for you guys. Feel free to comment below if it resonated for you. Please like, share, and subscribe so you know when I post new videos. And I'll see you at the next one. Take care, Positive. Thank you. All right, pile 3. Take a little sip of water real quick. You guys are the Mentor and the number 6. I feel like some of you or somebody works with children. But I feel like you want to work differently with children. Like you're kind of getting burnt out from how you work with them now, but you love working with the youth. But you're just burnt out from how you're doing it right now. So you're considering, you know, what's to come next. Yeah, Strength. Leo energy and 10 of Swords. Yeah. You're trying to find the courage. You're trying to find the courage to keep going on. I don't think you need to keep going on with where you're at now. You need to find a different way to do it that allows you to work your passion, but gives you the lead way that you need, the time for yourself. Yeah, 8 of Wands, Hermit, and King of Wands. A lot of Leo energy. I've been mentioning this in every pile. So we have a full moon in Leo on the 1st. That's going to be significant for the collective. So wherever your Leo house is, for some of you, it could be your career house, since we're talking about career, which would be the 10th house. You need to find a different way to go about how you work within your passion. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. You're giving too much of yourself where you're at now. But you do love it. Please tell me about February for pile 1. Five of Pentacles, okay. Maybe it's not paying well either. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. You're like, I need time for myself. I need the money, but I love what I do. So it's got you conflicted. Moon. Maybe you need to speak to somebody who's been in your field for a while. Maybe that's why you have mentor card. Maybe they can give you some ideas because they've been there. I mean, we all get burnt out at some time. Seven of Wands, Two of Cups. Yeah, you need to speak to people who are in a similar position as you, or once were in a similar position as you, and see what ideas they may have for you. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Yeah. Because sometimes we can't see our situation because we're in it, okay? So maybe if you ask somebody who's outside of it but also understands it, they can give you a better idea, okay? Why is the Two of Cups here? Yeah, Ten of Cups. Talk to your people, your community. Let's just say, for instance, you're a teacher. Talk to somebody who's been a teacher for 30 plus years that could help you. This is kind of remind me of I love this show, Abbott Elementary, and how Janine always goes and talks to like Barbara, or I forget the other teacher's name. I think her name's Lisa in real life, but anyways, the red hair teacher, because they've been teaching for years, you know, and she talks to them about when she can't like get the kids to learn a certain way, or she doesn't know how to get the district to pay for something, whatever. Like, talk to somebody with more experience, because I'm sure they have been through something similar before. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I feel like you're scared to be vulnerable. Why is the King of Wands here? Because you maybe feel like you shouldn't feel the way you do. And but I feel like others have felt this way as well. Yeah, judgment. You're scared of being judged. Like you're being weak somehow. You may have felt called to pile one. Because it was a similar energy. I just seen a YouTube video. Oh God, what is her name? Anyways, it was about the Leo full moon, and where we're not being vulnerable, okay? Where we're trying to show up and be, you know, perfect, because Leo is the sun. Leo is the person that always shows up with and puts on a show and always happy. And you think about an actor or actress, you know what I'm saying? They always have to appear to have it together and be on, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times when we see certain things on social media about our celebrities, or TMZ catches them out in the street and they don't look how we were used to seeing them, it's like, oh my God, are they falling apart? What's going on in their lives? You know, it's given that it's like you're scared to see, for people to see you with not your face on, your makeup, your hair, you're scared to not be put together. But what it really is you're scared to show up vulnerable and say, I need help. I don't know which way to go with this. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups. I almost feel like some of you maybe want to walk away, even if it's just for a temporary, but you're scared to feel like, or you feel like people are gonna be mad at you, or something's gonna fall apart if you're not there. But again, now this seems to be the theme too of the collective right now. You need to choose yourself, okay? Because who else is gonna choose you if you don't choose yourself? And that's another thing about the shadow, I think, of Leo, is they love to give. They have big hearts. But if you don't show up for yourself first, you kind of start feeling jaded, a little spiteful, because you're showing up for everybody else, but nobody is showing up for you or giving you the same type of energy that you would give to them. But what we don't realize is, one, not everybody has the capacity to love you in the way that you love them. So you have to love freely, even though you know this person may not be able to give it back to you. Or you have to give it to yourself first, so you don't expect it from others, okay? Or people will always just take, because that's how some people are. They're takers, they're not givers, okay? So, and of course, if you are, for the example that we're using, you're a teacher and, you know, you have little kids, I'm sure the joy of being around them fills you, but they can't give to you what you give to them, because it's just not equal grounding, right? So in that case, again, they don't have the capacity to give you what you give to them, because they're little kids. And for some of you, if this is a relationship and not work related, you may have a decision to make, to know that this person just can't love you the way that you love them, okay? And are you willing to keep dealing with that, or do you want to try to go and find somebody who can love you in the way that you want to be loved? But just know too that you may be giving too much, and maybe that's why this person can't love you back the same, because you're doing too much, and you need to be doing some of that for yourself, okay? And once you do that, then you may feel more fulfilled. It's almost like you got to fill your cup up first type of thing. Why is the moon here? The Fool. Yeah, I feel like that's about, do I start over? Do I start a new chapter? Or do I just try to rework or readjust with what I have? Just shift some things. Why is the Hermit here? Seven of Cups. I feel like you need to, I feel like you guys need to look more to yourself. I mean, I do feel like, you know, get some advice from somebody who's maybe been through this, has more experience from you. But at the end of the day, you need to, the answer is within you, okay? Okay, anything else about this situation? And then we'll move on and see if there's anything else. Tower and Star. I feel like this is saying no matter what you choose, again, it's about self-love. It's about knowing your value, knowing you're worthy of love too. You're worthy of, if you need to take a break from this, even if it's a job or a relationship, you're worthy to do that. It's not about how others are gonna feel, because we can't make everybody happy, right? But yeah, it's about you. You are the star in your life, okay? You're the one that matters. All right, so let's clear this, and we will see if there's anything else before we close it out. Please tell me, is there anything else in the month of February for my pile threes? Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Emperor. Three of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Death, King of Pentacles, Empress. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like you need to change. I mean, it's kind of a similar message to what we just got, but you guys need to think better of yourselves. See your value. And once you do that, you'll have a better relationship. You'll have an empress energy out here. You'll have better friends, better career options. It's almost like you have to align the energy with what you want. Three of Swords. I feel like you've been hurt before, so that's what you keep expecting. I really feel like there's somebody out there that you could talk to. Temperance. And if you don't feel like you have somebody, then journal about it, okay? So you can get the thoughts out and you can read it back to yourself, and maybe you'll get answers when you can actually see it. Because right now it's all in your mind, or in your head and your thoughts, and you can't, it's all jumbled up. You can't see clearly and how to move forward. Yeah, Chariot and Knight of Cups. Yeah, like I really feel like, and again, she's filling up her own cup here with the Temperance. Why is this Two of Pentacles here? King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like your emotions, it's like you're having a fight between your heart and your head, okay? Your heart is telling you one thing, your head is telling you another thing, and it's having you confused. So I feel like you need to, yeah, talk to somebody, maybe even just a therapist if you don't want to talk to, you know, a friend or somebody that you know. And if you don't have that option, then, like I said, journal about it. Why is Death here? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you need to get grounded again. Once you get grounded again, maybe go spend some time in nature. That may help too. You'll have better clarity on which way to go. Where's the Chariot here? Ace of Wands and Four of Wands. Yeah, you'll know where to start to build a foundation at, or what needs to be adjusted so that you feel secure. Yeah, Four of Pentacles at the bottom. All right, anything else before we close it out for pile three for the month of February? The Star again, and the Devil. Yeah, you need to balance out the shadow and the light by grounding yourself, getting clear. Okay. Yep, so that's what I have for you, pile three. I hope it resonated for you. Feel free to leave a comment. Please like, share, and subscribe so you know when I post the next video. And I'll see you guys at the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.